What's up? What's up? Six Sensei here. Right now, I'm absolutely excited to be talking to you guys about PAX East and my amazing experience in Boston. Man, what an experience. First off, the gameplay. I went 30 kills in a free-for-all. It's kind of the gun game challenge, right? But there's a little caveat to it. I was in here with Kostef and BW, and we were all knifing, really just trying to make people rage. But I had an amazing game and an amazing kill cam on BW. He got the D. So I want you guys to click the like button as soon as you see it, because it's pretty goddamn insane. So anyway, PAX East, man, what an adventure. What an amazing time. Huge shout out to the guys over at Control Freak. Wow. Wow, that's definitely the highlight of the trip. Trevor, Matt, guys, thank you so much. Couldn't ask for a better host. I mean, seriously, it's just an amazing adventure. You know, they took me on this trip because I won the ClashCom 13, and man, what what an amazing trip. I couldn't ask for anything more. But man, let's get into it. You know, those guys were extremely accommodating, amazing gentlemen, so much fun. But look, I met a lot of amazing people. I saw a lot of fun games, man. And it's really interesting when it comes to the games, because it was, you know, I saw Watch Dogs, really looking forward to Watch Dogs, man. It looks better. I mean, I talked about it on the podcast last week. I'm going to go in more details about PAX and the game stuff in the podcast this week. So look forward to it. Links in the description. It's on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, all the good stuff, website, RSS feed, whatever. But, you know, it was a lot of fun to see these games early, to see some of the clips and snippets, you know, ahead of time, and a lot of indie stuff going on too. That was really awesome to see that stuff go down as well. Got to talk to some of the indie developers and just kind of ask some questions. They didn't really do interviews. I did an interview with Mr. Falcon. I will leave his link in the description below. Be sure to go check out his channel. Look out for that interview. Look out for that. He FaZe Cross Drifter. He got a lot of people on there, or so he was trying to. I think he was going to. Wicked Shrapnel. Just some amazing people. He included myself, which I'm just humbled to be part of that group of people. But you know, be sure to check out his channel. But man, did I hang out with a lot of amazing people. So much fun. You know, I got to hang out with Big Snacks. I've been working with Snacks for years, man. With Rick, Big Snacks. He got me on Yao's Way in the beginning. I've been talking to him and working with him for a long time. Never got to meet him, so finally got to hang out with him. Man, it was like just instant friends. You know, we walk up next to him, is like we just knew each other right away. And I got to hang out with all the TK guys, right? All four of them. Got to talk to them a little bit. I met Sharp and Goonjar, which at this point are the only two, as far as TK is concerned, that really matter. But I did get to talk to Dylan. Form was a little standoffish, so I wasn't really concerned about it. I talked to Dylan, really cool guy. I'm not going to go into details about what we talked about, but I did meet the TK roster. I also met up with, so I had dinner Friday night with the Control Freak guys, and Jehovah's Witness and Legion, right? So that was amazing. Getting to talk to those guys, pick their brain a little bit about YouTube and, you know, their success, man. What a cool group of guys. Yeah, we went to a bar. I'm not gonna get too much details, but I ended up on Legion's lap in a car, and it got a little weird. Not gonna lie. So I look forward to meeting up with those guys online and kind of hanging out in that sense. But yeah, that dinner, amazing seafood, man. Boston, wow, amazing seafood. It's like they catch it that day, and then you eat it that night. It was just, I mean, you can't ask for better than that, right? And our waiter that night, wow, this guy could sell you anything. I mean, the way he delivered, it was just inspiring. It was inspiring to see this guy sell you something. I swear to, all right, Kostef just got the D right there. I'm not gonna lie, but the waiter was amazing. He could sell you anything. I mean, just the way he said, he could sell me on things I don't even eat, just because everything he said just sounded fucking majestic. You know what I mean? So we were talking about that. It was just a good time. And then, you know, the next day I got to meet up with iPod King Carter. Wow, cool guy, just laid back, chill guy, and Mr. Nobody. Those two were attached at the hip, understandably so, because they're both just really cool people. And then that same day I got to go out to lunch with Hex, Hastro, some UMG guys. Some I know I just like tossed over Hex and Hastro like it's nothing, right? I know it's a big deal, right? You sit down for lunch with Hex and Hastro, but Big Snacks was there as well. Some UMG guys, the MLG gentleman, Adam over there, man. Just a great group of guys. Can't wait to, you know, kind of reach out to them and maybe work with them going into the future. Looking forward to that. And just overall, man, it was just amazing adventure. I saw a lot of cool games. Like I said, I saw Watch Dogs, was really the standout thing for me. Some indie games that were doing, like tech demos, that were doing some really cool shit, man. Some really cool stuff. These developers, man, you know, I know my buddy Sean Zulu isn't a huge fan of indie games, but some of the interesting things that these guys are coming up with are just, some of the interesting gameplay mechanics. It's just so much fun. So much fun. I can't wait to see some of this stuff come out, right? We finally got some things coming out for some indie games coming out to the Xbox One. And, we'll see that coming out. ID at Xbox, I can't wait to see what these guys are coming up with for this console. And I can't wait for you guys to see the kill cam in this gameplay, which is coming up fairly soon. I'll start to go to work here in a minute. It gets, I'm not going to lie. It gets pretty dirty. I want y'all to be ready for it because it gets pretty dirty. I know the hype is real, but it's worthy. It's definitely worthy. So yeah, man, PAX, Boston, what an amazing city, right? So I'm from New Orleans, and the difference between the two cities is, it's kind of tremendous, to be honest with you. They're both near the water, and they both got their city line and their buildings and the history and all that stuff. But there was a major difference that stood out to me, right? The major difference between the two cities for me, but Boston was extremely clean, right? I mean, just like it seemed compared to New Orleans, it was fucking spotless, to be honest with you. There was no billboards anywhere, right? There was like one billboard that you could see from the hotel, and that was it. This is where I tend to go off a little bit. Not gonna lie, but the streets were clean, and you compared it to New Orleans, and I know New Orleans is like a party city. Boston, it seemed like it was nothing but food everywhere, like restaurants everywhere you go, and great food, amazing food. I ate at everywhere we ate was like local, like just sit down, have some local food. Shit's amazing. I loved it. I absolutely love Boston. I'll definitely take my family back one day. It's just so much fun. Such an incredible time. I also met up with Pixel TK and Mother TK. Wow, I can't believe I left those two guys out. They're definitely cool, laid-back guys. And hung out at the Turtle Beach booth. And I got some business cards, guys. You're going to see me doing some shit here in the future. And I got inspired while I was sitting there talking to several different people to do certain things on my channel. But here's the kill cam. Get ready for it. It's dirty. It's rather disgusting. So anyway, guys, thank you for joining me for this PAX recap. And I'm Six Sensei. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.